Really, Sega? You take one step forward and then like 500 steps back, and you wonder why you're not in the console wars anymore. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. Also, in the pinned comment below and description box is a link to our Discord channel. Click the link, become a part of Storm Nation. There you can find out how we're doing giveaways like the Nintendo Switch Lite that we're giving away on June 21st. More information on how you can enter to win the Switch Lite is in the Discord, so join the Discord. Help us get up to our 300 members. That's where our current goal is, so help us try to reach that goal. So let's talk about Sega. Sega announced the Sega Game Gear Micro, the strangest retro minigame device yet. So this was announced a few days ago, and I haven't really talked about this, but we kind of knew that Sega was going to do something like, we hope we were going to get like a Dreamcast Mini or a Sega Saturn Mini. Hell, dude, I would have took a Sega CD Mini. Give me Rise of the Dragon on a Sega CD Mini. Yes, absolutely. I would love that. But no, they decided to go ahead and get a Game Gear. Now, I have the Sega Genesis Mini. I actually really love this little system. This system has a lot of great games on it. It feels like I'm playing my old Sega Genesis. The controller is very authentic. I love this thing, and we knew the kind of backlash that Sega was going to have when they first announced the Genesis Mini, because At Games was actually going to be the people doing the game, and then something happened, and then Sega eventually, let At Games go, and they kind of took production themselves. But now it seems like they had a success with the Genesis Mini, and now they're taking like 500 steps back with the Sega Game Gear. Now, you tell me that we're getting a Sega Genesis Game Gear, or Sega Game Gear rather, Mini. I'm like, okay, awesome. I love the Game Gear. I don't no longer have my Game Gear, but I had a Game Gear and I love the Game Gear, and there's some Game Gear games that I actually really like. So to have a micro Game Gear with like 20 games preloaded on there that I can take on the go, hook up to a TV and play is awesome. Fortunately, that's not what they're doing at all. The Game Gear Mini is actually, there's going to be 4 of these things, okay? We're going to have a black one, a blue one, a yellow one, and a red one. And each game each Game Gear rather, is only going to have 4 games on them. That's right, guys. Instead of, one Game Gear with like 20 games on it, we're getting 4 individual Game Gears, all for the price of $50. Did I mention that? All for the price of $50 each. So if you want all the games, it's going to cost you $200. You got to buy 4 of these damn things. And not to mention, the different color ones just seem weird, right? I want the traditional black Game Gear. So let's look at some of the games that we're going to get. The OG black model is going to come with Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo 2, Outrun, Royal Stone. That's a pretty good list of games. The blue ones that come with Sonic and Tails, Gunstar Heroes, Salvin Tail, and Baka Baka Animal. Then the yellow ones come in with Shining Force Gaiden, Shining Force Gaiden 2, Shining Force Gaiden Final Conflict, and Nazo Puyo. And then the last one is going to be coming with Megasami Tansei Gaiden. Whoa, I cannot pronounce that. And the Last Bible, and and these other games. I heard the red one's going to have the more rarer games. But if you want to collect all these games, you have to buy all 4 of these little systems. But wait, it gets worse. Not only do you have to buy 4 in order to get all the games, but these things aren't even rechargeable. You have to put batteries in it. And then the battery life, I heard, is about as bad as the original Game Gear, which lasted like, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? Like, the battery life on the original Game Gear was not good. So, oh my God, this seems like a horrible idea. I don't see why anybody would want to go ahead and get this console. Now, this thing is supposed to be launching for 4,980 yen, which is about $46 US in Japan on October 6th. So again, it's going to come out to around roughly almost $50 if it ever sees the light of day here in United States, unless you want to somehow get an import from Japan. But I personally don't see, this is not something I would want to get. Again, at this price point, for $200, at this price point, I'd rather just go ahead and get a Game Gear and buy an original Game Gear and play the original Game Gear games and do that, you know? It would be cheaper in the long run. And again, you're not getting any benefits from this. You're getting 4 games per console. You're not getting a rechargeable battery pack. It's not going to have an HDMI port that you can hook up to your TV. So at the end of the day, this is a worthless console, and I don't understand how Sega can sit there and go from something like this that all gamers kind of said, you know what, this thing is kind of awesome, to go right back to having the Sega Game Gear Mini. I don't understand how that could be, you know. To me, I just don't get that. I think it's a bad move, and hopefully they kind of hear the outcry and try to fix this, much like they did with letting AT games go before the manufacturing of the Genesis Mini. Hopefully they you know, I don't know how far along they are in production with this thing coming out in October 6th. But anyway, guys, I'm a massive fan of Game Gear. This does kind of bother me. I think Sega is really taking a step back on this one, and I'd much rather just have the one black unit with all the games on it, with a rechargeable battery pack, with an HDMI out. But maybe I'm crazy. Anyway, guys, I want to know what you guys think. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.